Hello everyone, this is xBIGALSKIx, and this is part 9, the front yard of Hunter the Reckoning, Nightmare Mode, commentary walkthrough videos as the character judge. So, that always kind of messed me up. Deactivate Nightmare Mode, activate Nightmare Mode. It was like, why couldn't it just be on and off, you know, type thing. But anyway, that's kind of how it was back in the day. I'm glad the games have gotten a little bit more user-friendly, but you know, at the time it was definitely something special. So this part right here, again, you know, like I said, I start out having to change my weapon, and I think I'm pretty full on shotgun, so I want to be careful. I don't have that much of my machine gun. And this first part, yeah, see, this first part is a lot of these dogs. And if you go around to the side, if you go around to other parts of the map, a bunch of dogs come out and guys with shotguns. And see, I got that guy behind me, I got the dog in front of me, this guy coming. I actually played this a few times before I finally got through it. So that one guy with the shotgun back there, I think I just kind of ignored him. Take care of this dog since they come, and then just try to work my way around shooting the guy, and hopefully I'll hit him off screen even though I really can't see him. But if you try to, there's a health cliff out there on the other side. If you try to rush out to that, like I said, a bunch of dogs come out, and with the limited ammo I had on the machine gun, I just couldn't take that chance. But again, you know, you just hear the shots coming, and you just don't know where they're coming from. So you always want to try to stay moving if possible. Yeah, I'm just kind of blindly shooting and I still don't hit them. I'm glad I got a little bit of a red. But if I go farther over to the left, more dogs come out. So I got to be careful of that. I mean, I could have tried to get over to that earlier, but again, with them just kind of randomly shooting bullets, I didn't want to take a chance. Again, you know, this took me a few tries to figure out a way to kill the most enemies without, you know, making a lot of them spawn and not taking enough that much damage. You know, finding that circle pattern, how to take out the dogs. Because kamikazeing through this and just trying to run through it, again, you got, you know, 5 or 6 dogs chasing you, and your crossbow's not going to stop them all. And the shotgun works great on the dogs if they're right on top of you, but if you sit there and miss, they're going to, you know, bite the crap out of you. So this part right here, just trying to be safe. Walking back around to see if I can get any more enemies to spawn. Because the other part of that too is you don't want to get to the other side, then all of a sudden 3 or 4 guys come up behind you. So I'm just double checking. And now that I use my shotgun, now I can go pick that up. There's a guy right over there that you can't see until you get over there. I got blasted before a few times. And if I continued to run straight, again, more dogs would have come. So I want to single them out. And you can see they can come from anywhere. They get right on you. And if you are going to reload, try to back up to reload. That way you're not running forward and then I mean, again, you know, it's one of those things, do as I say, not as I do, because I think I do it a few times. But the one time you think you're safe from an enemy respawning, that's when they're going to spawn. I got fortunate right there. I knew one was going to come out, but I got lucky that it hit him. And again, back up from the bullets to focus on the dog. But look at all the shots. Not only all these shots that I hit him, but also that tank. Whenever that blew up, that did some damage on him too. I like to jump when I think they're going to attack. Sometimes they miss because of that, but then sometimes, they'll get you anyway. But to me, jumping when you know they're going to bite at you, whether it's the dogs or the rats, it tends to miss a little bit. So that little bit of health that you're saving can make all the difference later on. See, if he'd bit me a couple times, I might have had to use this health glyph twice. But since I avoided some of that damage, now I only have to use it once, so I still have 2 more times. Now, I usually don't like to use the flamethrower that much. I mean, I really don't. But I want to go ahead and use it on this. It goes through the fence very well, like you see right here. Plus, whenever I get out in the open, I can use my other weapons that are going to be a little bit more effective. Because if you're out there and they're still, they're on fire and then they're hitting you, and you're going to go out, you're going to lose health pretty quick. Well, I wanted to pick that up. But having played through this, I know there's going to be a lot more enemies. That's the reason I'm being a little cautious with. I mean, I could use my edge. If they get ready to do their shooting animation, they're going to do it, even though you're blasting them with crossbow bullets or whatever. So just keep that in mind. If you see them getting ready to shoot at you, roll. I actually like to roll. And you can always tell, I mean, I'm sure y'all have heard it throughout all of this video, but you can tell when there's going to be a big swarm because the music will start playing a lot. But here I've got all these people. I want to kind of corral them in a certain area, that way I can blast them with the word of power. So these enemies right here have a little hook on their hands, and trust me, if that word of power miss and they're right there, they can kill you really fast. Playing through and knowing what enemies are coming up, I could use my machine gun on them, but I think I have some dogs coming up here. I'm saying you got to know, but here I am saying I think. But I believe there's some dogs, coming up, and I want to save that because the dogs run a lot faster than these ravers. Now I could work my way up to the stage, but there's going to be a swarm of enemies coming out there, so I surely don't want a bunch coming from the front and then some from the rear and then some on the side too. So I kind of zigzag back and forth and see if anybody's going to spawn. I mean, I guess there's a certain pattern or search pattern you could do. You know, maybe I could have gone a little bit farther. You could go up or down, left or right, whatever's, you know, most convenient or easiest. Or, like I said, you can go straight towards them. You can see those little hooks on their hand. Like I said, that does a ton of damage if they get a swinging on you. And after playing through, you know that guy's usually going to drop a shotgun. So that's the reason I ended up using my shotgun versus anything else. I just wanted to make sure. Now watch this up here when I go rescue these people. Now I'm trying to come back and lead all those guys with the guns away from my innocents up there. Because sometimes they'll stand up there and want to shoot at them. So I want to corral all these guys. I really want to try to get in front of them. But I knew I couldn't because they started shooting at me. So I went ahead and shot what I could. But still, me missing those, I could have really... If I'd missed the one in front of me and she started doing an attack, I had it where that's actually killed me before. So watch this. This is where I think I kind of get screwed over a little bit. I believe there's 3 innocents here. Whenever I go and save them.
Leave me alone.
So see, 3 people left, but it said an innocent has been saved. So even though I rescued 3 people, it really only gave me credit for 1. I actually looked back on other videos on YouTube when people had done this part. Now I don't know if it was on nightmare mode or not, but when they ran over those 3 innocents to save them, it actually said it 3 times, an innocent has been saved. So I don't know if that's a nightmare mode only thing or one of the inconsistencies that we've talked about on the game before, but I missed out on maybe 2 extra lives. Now that vampire coming at you again with her machine gun, she can hurt you really bad. That's one reason why I like the crossbow. It only takes a few shots to kill her. Him, whatever. Sounds like a girl. So this is the only time I'm going to be in the front yard, so I might as well go ahead and use it all the way up. Now I kind of run around back here just a little bit to make sure there's no other enemies. But this is what I was talking about. So here's my stats so far. But see, rescues 22, lives 19. I haven't died any, and based on the other video that I had, everything was even. So I'm not sure why my lives aren't the same as my rescues right now, but I'm happy to have as many lives as I do at this point. I've only died once so far in the game. This is not like a no death run on Nightmare mode, because there's some parts that I'm going to get to that I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to waste 3 lives, or I'm going to use 3 lives on this part, or however many. I know I've said it before, but not getting credit for those 2 innocent saves. Hopefully that won't come back to hurt me later on in the game. But anyway, that's it for this section, and we'll see you in the next one. Fast forward is needed, and we'll see you.